There's nothing wrong with people being at different levels in business, nothing wrong with that at all, because together you can join forces, but be very careful who you join forces with. Who are they? Do they match your values? What's the downside to a partnership? What could be the bad thing?
If you don't have trust, then forget it. If you can't trust that other person or that other company, that other entity, if that trust ever gets broken, it's irrevocable. You cannot go them back.
So good morning, good afternoon and good evening. All depends when you're listening to this beautiful podcast. My name is Lewis Hall. This is the CEO and the founder. This is my business partner, Christian Woollard.
Hello.
And today we're going to talk about the benefits of partnerships and why you should have partners, partnerships in your business. Look, I think it's fair to say that there's many entrepreneurs out there that wear many hats. Welcome to being a business owner. But also as well, it's vital that you outsource certain things and you partner with certain people if you want to grow and scale your business. If you want to grow a small business and turn over six figures or whatever, then it might not be for you. But if you want to scale and grow, you need help and support from outsiders. Now, everyone wears many hats to start with. You could be the cleaner, the finance director, the CEO, blah, 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 blah. There's nothing wrong with that. But Unique, for example, when we first started, I had more hats on than most people. And then I quickly learned I couldn't do it all myself. And to me, I felt like I was failing. But like what you're not good at, you employ. What you could do stronger with someone else. So for example, if you're a serviced accommodation operator and you're very good at sourcing properties and negotiating, but you're not very good at managing the properties, let's be honest, most people aren't in this country. So you go partner with someone that could, and things like that. And I think it's fair to say, look, stronger together is a good saying, and it works. We partner. We don't just partner with anyone. We're very, very exclusive. We have small partnerships. And that might be with a podcast studio, James Burt, who does all of our podcasts, the legend. And it might be with our latest acquisition and partnership with the Bin Zayed Group in Dubai that are worth trillions. I will let Christian.
It's all about leverage. So business is about leverage, and partnering with the correct partners leverages your business to catapult it into a different stratosphere. You can't do everything on your own, and so having key alliances. I mean, it's the same all around the world. I mean, look at America has an alliance with Britain. It's very long-standing, and there's trade alliances and so on. So it's just mirroring that in business. It's finding the right partners that have the right connections that can open doors for you,
and values,
and the same values, but equally. It's a two-way street, how you can actually help support their business, they're supporting your business. I mean, in terms of, so we deal with a number of investment firms in London, family offices, and it was one family office, they wanted us to get involved in a particular development scheme in the UK. So we went and had a meeting with them, and that meeting then it rolled out into a number of different concepts, ideas, and all the rest of it.
Sorry to jump. What a meeting that was!
Yeah, a great meeting, and it just so happened that their main backer is part of the Dubai royal family, which owns the Bin Zayed Group. They said, "Can you be in Dubai next week? We'd like to introduce you to the Sheikh, and we'd like to become equity partners with Bin Zayed and Unique in Dubai to do what we're planning to do." So of course we jump on a plane. There we are. We're in their offices.
That's called taking action.
Being having that agility to say yes, I'm there. We went to Dubai. I think we had 5 or 6 meetings booked prior to leaving. Time we actually landed, that had gone into about 16 meetings.
Oh wow!
Time we'd done a full week. I mean, the last day we were there, it was 12, 13 meetings just on that last day, and we were flying out that day.
Let's just keep it raw and transparent. We come back from Dubai in the morning. I think we had a day with our family. Back to work the next day. Yep. And we're here today, 3 days later. We haven't stopped. It was an amazing experience, but if you want something, you've got to go and get it. And one other thing that I want to say is, going off subject here, because a lot of people always say to me, "I love you, Lewis, you love you." I'm passionate about my cars, but I'm quite lucky. Because when I bought a Rolls Royce, someone reached out to me and was like, and it ended up being an investor, invested heavily in our business. I bought a McLaren from McLaren. And I'm not showing off, I generally love my cars. I come from nothing. I bought a McLaren, and 4 or 5 months later, McLaren reached out and was like, "Can we introduce you to someone?" I was like, "Man, I'm really busy at the moment." I was like, "Lewis, please, we have to meet this person." And that was the person who was a racing driver fan, but he was the investment director for the West One Group, who had a meeting with me and Christian that opened up the doors to the Dubai thing. So buy more supercars. No, look, partnerships are key in business, and I think that the current one that we've got in Dubai, not only does it open up more doors for us, but the investors that invest in our business, it's not only inspirational, but how secure is that the assets that we've got overseas and in the UK, it's just amazing.
Yeah, and as you say, we have, whilst we employ a large amount of people, we then sub out specialist services, so our podcast team, some also ancillary marketing help, CRM help. Obviously, we have an external law firm that manage our compliance and regulatory position. Yep. We have external accountancy, and then we have some business consultants that we talk to on a regular basis. But it's about those key partnerships, and equally at the same time, it's almost harps to another podcast that we did about the bullshit in property and the players, because we've been lied to our face by people that we presumed were what they said they were. They presented themselves well, and it then transpires months and months later that they're just not correct operators. They're not the right partner, and so we cut ties very quickly. If somebody is incorrect in any manner in the way they do business, we cut. We don't work with them ever again, and that's it. They're out the door.
We're very strict on and with the greatest respect, there's no need to reach out for any partnerships and stuff like that. I mean, if you've got something you bring to the table, we're all ears. But we're very strict on who we work with. We have an open partnership program that me and Katie run from our partnership program in the UK here, where we help people. That's a different subject, but basically, people spend a lot of money on property training in the industry. They get spend. There was one, for example, spent 35 grand, didn't do nothing for a year. He come here, it's free. 24 hours, he introduced an investor. Investor was over the moon. He got paid a fee. No more. It's crazy.
That's a different partnership.
That's different. That's a different type of partnership. We're talking about actual business JV, proper partnerships.
Yeah, but partners with banking experts, partners with legal expert, partners in different countries, because everybody might not know out there. I mean, the roadmap are unique. It's not just the UK. It's going to be unique in Dubai. It's going to be unique in Malaysia. Potentially unique in Saudi Arabia.
We've got teams in Singapore, Hong Kong, Dubai. As we speak now, we had a meeting this morning. There is a team of 6 people full-time in Dubai on the ground, and we're in the UK doing a podcast. So let's put Christian on the spot here. So I hope you don't mind me. You can do it to me in a minute. A few questions. What's the downside to a partnership? What could be the bad thing? Well,
trust. So if you don't have trust, then forget it. If you can't trust that other person or that other company, that other entity, and that's why I'm saying if that trust ever gets broken, it's irrevocable. You cannot go them back.
Agreed.
So we operate. I mean, our motto is open, honest, transparent, and that's not just for fan zone stuff. It's reality.
Fan zone stuff.
Yeah, and high five. That's our motto and slogan. We do.
From?
I don't know. It's being around you too long.
Right, another question. For someone starting out, let's say, for example, someone listening to this, entrepreneur, business. Let's say an estate agent. So there's an estate agent that wants to grow and grow big, doesn't know where to start. How would he start to look for the right ideal partner? What would you suggest, other than getting me to do it for him?
Or me.
Or you, sorry.
Yeah. That's different. I mean, if you want to start something fresh, you need experience. So you need to partner with somebody that's got lots of layers of experience, not just one layer of experience. If they've been in that particular vertical, you go to every single estate agent that you think has got a good reputation. Start getting to know all the good players in that estate agency. Sit down, have a cup of tea with them, and say, I'm thinking of starting my own thing, and I want someone to come in as an equity partner with me. You want to come with me?
Great advice. Another thing that I would add to it is just be careful. I think you touched on it a minute ago, so I think I'm echoing it. Be really careful who you partner with. Really careful. There's nothing wrong with people being at different levels in business. Nothing wrong with that at all, because together you can join forces. But be very careful who you join forces with. Who are they? Do they match your values? Are they dressed in Nike tracksuits and stuff like that? And nothing wrong with people wearing Nike tracksuits, by the way. But would you go in business with them? Probably not. Just be really careful. That wasn't a dig at anyone, by the way. In the
industry.
About Adidas?
Puma?
Yep. Sorry, out there. The disclaimer: Adidas, Puma. There's not just one Nike factory, even though it's all made for the same factory. I'm getting off subject here. Welcome to having ADHD. Just be really careful who you partner with, and just make sure you're ready for it as well. There's no point jumping into bed with someone. It's all coming out today, isn't it? There's no point going into business with someone if you're not ready. And what I mean by that is, like, around us, we've got sales directors, you name it. We're ready. The Bin Zayed group, they've done a lot of research. We're allowed to say their name, aren't they?
Yeah.
We are, by the way, yes. We done a lot. They done a lot of due diligence on us, and they presented to us what they went with 5 lead, and I was so proud. So was you. We were so proud of this because but not only the McLaren reached out and stuff like that, but it was they done due diligence on us. They went what school you went to, I couldn't believe it. I was like, where'd you get all that information from? But they also told us they'd done due diligence on 5 investment companies based in London that you'd think were smart outfits, and they said we wouldn't ever do business with them. They had a meeting with 6 companies, and he said all they spoke about was how much money they can make. The managing director of the Bin Zayed group sat in his office overlooking the Burj Khalifa. He said, Lewis and Christian, you've been here 45 minutes, not one of you's mentioned money. And I responded, I said, money's a byproduct of what we create. And he started clapping. I didn't know whether to laugh or cry, and I high-five him, and he high-fived me. And that wasn't me talking shit, that's us. Yeah. And that goes down to the other podcast of who we're at. We are who we are. We're very proud of it. And some people say you're a bit showy-offy. It's social media. We paint a picture. We tell a story. And another reason is we don't want people going to the wrong companies and losing their money. So we would like to, and it's a proud moment.
Yeah. I mean, coming back to partnerships, it's got to be equally weighted.
Oh, 100%.
It's got to be balanced. A lot of people move in to a partnership thinking they can get more out of the partner than the partner's going to get out of them.
Spot on.
And that is where partnerships will fail.
Can I sorry to interrupt? I know I do it all the time.
No, you can't.
Why?
So the important thing is to have that balance within any relationship. So...
fucking hell. So, don't cut this. This is hilarious. Now, to everyone's listening, I've got ADHD. I can't help it, and I just can't help it. And some people listen and go, Lewis just jumped. I don't mean to. I just like we do it in meetings sometimes. And I get told off. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna shut up. And then there are times like, I'm like, Chris, look at me. I'm like, sorry.
So equally balanced, equally protected, both sides, NDAs and all the rest of it, and give a fair crack to either side. So either side is going to earn equally out of the partnership. Off you go.
Thank you, sir. Well, me and Christian do this thing. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
When we stay in Dubai, everyone says thank you, sir. So I'll give you an example on that, and let's leave it here because I think this is gold. We're dropping some golden nuggets here. I've got a partner who was here the other day, and he said to me, Lewis, I've got a new partnership. I was like, what? Thanks for telling me. I'm not training any more people, by the way. He said, no, I've got this marketing person who's giving me leads. I was like, oh my God, what have you done? He said, well, I'm giving him half my business. You are joking, right? You're telling me someone's going to give you leads for a business that you set up, and you're giving him half of your business? Yeah. He was like, you look shocked. I'm like, show me the contract. And I looked at it. And I got the phone onto the person. I said, we have to void this contract. Who are you? And I said, I'm his business partner. There's been a mistake. We'll come back to you. And life's about learning, but you be very careful you do stuff like that. Why would you want to give away half your business? Someone's going to give you leads. Just go and pay someone to go give you leads. Or look, you can get really creative. Put them on a retainer. Put them on a sweat equity. Put them on pay them per lead. What you should be doing. Don't go and do stuff like that, because if someone, like Christian said, if you're bringing 90% something to the table, someone's bringing 10%, you give them half. Then I mean, how much you value yourself, and so just be really, really careful. I can't stop laughing about a minute ago. Anyway, another good episode, and we really do appreciate you spending your time to listen or watch this. If you're watching it on YouTube, there's links around here for our social media links on Instagram, TikTok and Facebook, and we will see you on the next one.